Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Sudhanshu Sekhar's Lab. Today we are going to discuss about control or speed control of DC motor, that is controlled by PWM signal. PWM signal, I have used here 555 timer to generate PWM signal. So the required component are here 1N4001 diode, 1 nanofarad capacitor, Ne555 timer IC1, 100 kilo ohm potentiometer 1, 1 kilo ohm resistor, 1 microfarad capacitor, 1 green LED, double 330 ohm resistor, 1 N channel MOSFET. In my case, you can use any, and that MOSFET value that in my case that MOSFET is P55NF06 and 1 DC motor. Here is our circuit diagram. We will go through the, you can see you have to connect all this stuff in this configuration. Then we will go through the working of the circuit, how it's work. Actually, the PWM signal is generated by this capacitor charging and discharging of this capacitor. Okay, that is done. This capacitor will be charged through this 1 kilo ohm resistor, this diode, and 100 kilo ohm potentiometer. Then capacitor will be charged. You can see here. Nextly, this capacitor will discharge through 100 kilo ohm potentiometer, this diode, and then that will discharge cross the discharge pin of 555 timer, that is pin number 7. Okay, then after it will generate the PWM signal through the pin number 3rd, and then I have attached a 220 ohm resistor in the series with gate of MOSFET to protect it with the high current. And then firstly I have connected the source to the ground for my convenience on the breadboard, and then after I have connected this load in series with this MOSFET, and then make sure that you have connected a diode and reversed with this motor. If not, then you may burn this MOSFET. So make it protect, we have to connect this diode. Here we have connected that diode because motor will generate some energy at the off time period of this MOSFET also, and that energy may burn this MOSFET. So for protect it, we will free will this energy. Through this freewheeling diode, we will just dissipate this energy across this motor winding, and that energy is very much small, so it will dissipate. And nextly we can see here the discharging of capacitor and PWM signal output. Okay, you can see it's on 25 duty cycle, on time is less, here off time is more. Here off time and on time both are same, and here the on time is more, means 75% of total time is on, and off is for 25%. Next we will go through the Proteus simulation. Okay, so here is our Proteus simulation. You can see I will mostly show you the value of CRO, how it's change its PWM signal. Okay, so you can see the duty cycle here, it's maximum time it will on and off for minimum time, and here we can change the potentiometer, then the on time will be changed. You can see here on time is changing. Okay, so here you can see so changing on time, you can stabilize that. Yes, here on time is become less than previously. You can see here on time is more, here is more, here will be more. Okay, and we have to just do it auto. Okay, so we will go through the demonstration of this circuit. Okay, so you can see here I have used this 555 timer IC, potentiometer, and this diode as I have shown in the schematic diagram. Okay, and here it's multimeter. Here actually I have used voltage and ammeter setup for measuring the input voltage and current to the circuit, and this multimeter is used to measure the voltage across the motor or the voltage input to the motor. You can see on this multimeter. So Here you can see the LED is glowing at minimum brightness, and here the output voltage is in 75 millivolt. Okay, 75 millivolt means that is very much minimum. So you can see here now it's increasing. I am increasing, I am rotating the knob in the clockwise direction. You can see it's in clockwise direction, then motor will rotate faster. You can see that is actually a little bit flickery. Don't worry. Yes, you can see if I rotate that knob, then it will rotate with faster speed. If we if we rotate it in opposite direction, then it will slow down. You can see it's slow and it became off only. Okay, so by controlling the on time period, we can control the output voltage of the setup. Here you can see it is only controlling the, and it is showing only the multimeter shows only average voltage, not peak to peak voltage. If suppose we have to see peak to peak voltage, then we have to go through the CRO that will, or oscilloscope, that will tell you how much peak to peak voltage. Here peak to peak voltage is 5.22 as the input voltage, but this multimeter doesn't show peak to peak voltage, cause this multimeter show the only average voltage. That's all about my project.